What's up guys, it's your boy Richard. Today in this video, it is now part 9 on the Mitsubishi Evo. So today I'm on the 9th generation of the car. So without any further ado, let's get started. But before I start, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you are alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Alright, without any further ado, let's get cracking. So the Mitsubishi Evo 9, here we go. So first off is overview, so let's do it. So production was from March 2005 to January 2007. So first off, overview. Production March 2000. Production March 2005 to January 2007. So March 2005, January 2007. Next up is body and chassis. Platform is there's two types. There's the CT9A and CT9W. So those are the two platforms they're on. It's related to the 7th generation Mitsubishi Lancer. So 7th generation Mitsubishi Lancer. So 7th generation Mitsubishi Lancer. There we go. Next up is powertrain. The engine is a 2-liter turbocharged 4G63. So 2-liter turbocharged. So single turbocharged 4G63 inline 4 engine. Power output is 287 horsepower, which is a pretty good amount, and 392 newton meters, 289 pound-feet of torque. Transmission, 3 versions, 6-speed manual, 5-speed manual, and a 5-speed F5 A5 automatic. Next up is dimensions. So the wheelbase is 2,625 millimeters, 103.3 inches. So that's wheelbase. Length 4,490. So 4,490 millimeters, 176.8 inches. That's length. Width 1,770 millimeters. So width 1,770 millimeters, 69.7 inches. Height 1,450 millimeters, 57.1 inches. Curb weight between 1,310 and 1,490 kilos, which is 2,888. So that's between 2,888 to 3,285. So between 2,888 and 3,285 pounds. So 2,888 and 3,285 pounds. Next up is chronology. The successor is the Mitsubishi Lancer Sportback Rally. That's for the station wagon or estate model. Mitsubishi introduced the Lancer Evo 9. So Mitsubishi introduced the Lancer Evo 9 in Japan on March 3rd. So on the 3rd of March 2005. And exhibited the car at the Geneva Motor Show for the European market the same day. The North American markets saw the model exhibited at the New York International Auto Show the following month. The 2-liter 4G63 inline-4 engine has MIVC technology, which is like variable valve timing, which I talked about over a year ago. MIVC stands for Mitsubishi Innovative Valve Timing Electronic Control System, which I might talk about one day. I don't know. The 2-liter 4G63 inline-4 engine has MIVC Mitsubishi Innovative Valve Timing Electronic Control System technology, which is like VVT included, which is variable valve timing, and a revised turbocharger design boosting official power output. So then the revised turbocharger design boosting official power output at the crankshaft to 287 horsepower and torque to 392 newton meters, 289 pound-feet. It will make almost the same torque as an R34 GTR, possibly. So, the USDM, which is United States Domestic Market, Lancer Evo 9. So Lancer Evo 9 models, the standard is Grand Sport Rally or so Grand Sport Rally or GSR. So GSR in some models, RS, which is Rally Sport, and SE, which is Special Edition, and MR, which is Mitsubishi Racing, varied slightly in their performance capabilities. Subtleties unique to each model accounted for variations in acceleration, handling, and top speed. Say acceleration, handling, and top speed. The RS excluded features that came standard on both the SE and MR models, which had like stereo system, power windows, power locks, rear wiper, rear wing, trunk or boot lining, and sound insulation. Sound insulation. The result is a weight savings of over 27 kilos, 60 pounds. It's not bad. The fuel capacity remains the same as the Evo 8 at 14 US gallons, 53 liters. Although the RS is the lightest of the group, the RS did not manage. So although the RS is the lightest of the group, the RS didn't manage, so it did not manage to outperform the standard Evo 9 and the MR around the road course, even if only by fractions of a second. This was purported to be due to the lack of a rear wing on the RS. In a drag race, the three models are all about even. They're all capable of 0 to 100 km/h, 0 to 60 mph times between 4.2 and 4.5 seconds. Say 4.2 and 4.5 seconds. That's like supercar stats, just like supercar speeds. Say 4.2 and 4.5 seconds. And can run a quarter-mile times ranging from 12.6 to 13.3 or 12.7. Say 12.7 and 13 seconds flat. Say 13 seconds flat for the US versions. Seconds depending on both the model and the driver. The RS model was produced for both rally and racing teams who wanted a platform to build a race car from. It's stripped of all the creature comforts and other upgrades that drive the price up for features that the race teams would not even require. The Evo 9 MR retained the features of the Evo 8 MR, like built-in shocks, a 6-speed manual, rooftop vortex generator, rooftop vortex generator, BBS forged wheels, HID xenon lights, fog lights, accessory cage package, zero lift kit, special badging, and an aluminum roof. Say aluminum roof. All models continued to sport Recaro bucket seats. So sport Recaro bucket seats, Brembo brakes, and Momo steering wheels as well. If I had to go with racing seats, I choose Sparco. So Recaro bucket seats, Brembo brakes, which I would also go for, and Momo steering wheels as well. Additional revisions for 2005 included a a closer gear ratio, so a closer gear ratio for the 5-speed manual gearbox, new lighter and key wheels. On non-MR models, a redesigned front end with a more efficient air dam. The most notable feature are the 2 small oval ducts to cool the intercooler pipes, and a new rear bumper with a diffuser undersurface to smooth out the airflow going out of the car for non-US models. HID headlights were no longer standard equipment on the base Evo 9, nor were they standard on the 2005 Evo 8, and were available only in the SSL package, which is sun, sound, and leather. The SE Special Edition and MR Mitsubishi Racing trims or Rally. The US versions of the Lancer Evo 9 was not equipped with the AYC active yaw control, but the ACD was still present. But the ACD was still present. I don't even know what ACD even means. ACD. Active center differential. So the US versions of the Lancer Evo 9 was not equipped with the AYC active yaw control, but the ACD active center differential was still present. The drivers can select from 3 different driving modes. So 3 different driving modes: tarmac, gravel, and snow. And the car's computer system relatively promotes the active center differential. Say ACD, active center differential. To change the differential locking, so you can lock the differentials at any moment. So the car's computer system relatively promotes the active center differential to change the differential locking. So differential locking, each settings determines how long the ACD, active center differential, will delay in freeing the center differential after a steering input is made. In addition, it will determine how much locking force the active center differential will exhibit on the clutch pack and center. So in addition, it will determine how much locking force the active center differential will exhibit on the clutch pack and center differential when the clutch is not fully engaged. Torque split cannot be 50-50, so it cannot be balanced. So tarmac is the setting to be used in dry paved conditions or asphalt. So tarmac or asphalt is the setting to be used in dry paved conditions. In this setting, the ACD, active center differential, So in this setting, the active center differential will also immediately allow the center differential to go into a free state upon detecting a steering input. Additionally, this mode provides the strongest limited slip clamping force. So clamping force of the three models. Well, not models, but three modes. There we go. Although the US versions were not equipped with active yaw control, it was equipped with a rear 1.5 weight clutch type LSD limited slip differential, which limits the slip from both rear wheels, causing less traction loss on the rear wheels. In other words, it helps the car to not lose traction from the rear, so which limits the slip from both rear wheels, causing less traction loss. So less traction loss of the rear wheels. The most common setup. So the most common setup is the 1.5 way LSD, locking on throttle and partially locking on braking. In racing, Lancer Evos are not equipped with AYC or ACD. So AYC or ACD because it's believed that better lap times are achieved by pure driver skill without any computer-based assistance systems. One of the changes from the previous iteration of the Lancer. So, one of the changes from the previous iteration of the Lancer Evo, the Evo 8, was the change in the engine. The new 4G63 came with Mitsubishi, so came with MIVEC. Say MIVEC, Mitsubishi Innovative Valve Timing Electronic Control System. Saying one of the changes from the previous iteration of the Lancer Evo was the change in the engine, the new 4G63. So 4G63 came with MIVEC, Mitsubishi Innovative Valve Timing Electronic Control System. Mitsubishi variable valve timing technology, which drastically improves the fuel consumption by changing the valve timing on the intake cam. The MIVEC, I'll just say it like this. The MIVEC system is similar to Honda's I-VTEC system so the MIVEC system is similar to Honda's I-VTEC system, only that it doesn't change valve lift, only the intake valve timing. 3 trims were available from Japan, Asia, and Europe. Although all models use the same 287 horsepower engine, the torque differed from one model to another. In Europe, however, the Evo 9 was advertised to have 276 horsepower. The GSR produced 400 newton meters, 295 pound-feet of torque, while the RS and GT produced 407 newton meters, 300 pound-feet of torque. Now we got the standard models. So first off is RS. So these got like the equipment on them and whatnot. So yeah, standard models. So we got RS, which is Rally Sport. Had a revised 5-speed manual, aluminum roof, gauge package, minimal interior, LSD, and a titanium magnesium turbine. That's with a left-hand drive option available. So that's good for me, basically. Then we got the GT edition. It has a revised 5-speed with an LSD differential, titanium magnesium turbine, Recaro fabric seats with some of the GSR's features, mainly the interior pieces. So mainly the interior pieces. So interior pieces. Now I got the GSR version, which has a 6-speed manual, Bilstein monotube shocks, automatic air conditioner, Recaro leather with Recaro leather seats. So, well, it has Recaro leather with an Alcantara bucket seats, aluminum roof, gauge package, SAYC, which is super active yaw control, and double DIN radio. This is roughly equivalent to the USDM MR Evo. Speaking of MR, we're now on the MR models, which is Mitsubishi Racing. Say Mitsubishi Racing. Starting off with the MR GSR. Same as the original GSR, it had 17-inch BBS alloy wheels, lowered 10mm 0.39-inch Bilstein suspension, and MR colored front lip spoiler. Not really much, but it was decent enough. Now we got the MR RS edition, same as the RS original one, and with the MR colored front lip spoiler, with automatic air conditioner, Recaro leather with Alcantara, material bucket seats, double DIN radio, Bilstein monotube shocks, which is lowered 10mm, 0.39-inch suspension, and SAYC super active yaw control are available as an option. Now we got the MR tuned by so the MR tuned by Rally Art. So based on the Lancer Evo 6 Tommy Mackinnon edition, the Japanese Lancer Evo 9 was exclusively tuned by Mitsubishi Rally Art. Features the almost same as the civilian Evo 9 MR GSR, except for a carbon fiber front lip spoiler, official Rally Arts livery, and 17-inch Rally Arts 17-inch Rally Arts RA04 black forged aluminum wheels. In the UK, the Evo 9 used a different model scheme based on the car's horsepower. There were initially 3 models available: the FQ300, FQ320, and FQ340, each with around 296, 316, and 335 horsepower. So 296, 316, and 335 horsepower respectively. So 296, 316, 335 horsepower respectively. An FQ360 model was subsequently released as a successor to the Evo 8. FQ400, that's the one I would go for. FQ400, that means 400 horsepower, while the new FQ360 produced 366 horsepower at 6,887 RPM, less horsepower than its predecessor. Although it had more torque at 492 newton meters, 363 pound-feet. So it will almost make like the same amount of torque as a Mark V Supra. But that was released like 20 years after the Evo, or like a bit less than that, a bit more than 15 years after the Evo. So although it had more torque at 492 newton meters, 363 pound-feet at 3,200 RPM, or 3,200 RPM. All 4 models were designed to run on super unleaded petrol fuel only. The MR FQ300, well, not 300, sorry, the MR FQ360 were also released in limited numbers, only 200 of them in the last year of production. Now we got the FQ300, 320, and 340, which they have not much equipment, only a 6-speed manual, Bilstein monotube shocks, and active yaw control, or AYC. Now we got the FQ360, so that's got a little bit more pieces to it. It has 6-speed manual, Bilstein monotube shocks, active yaw control, Rally Art sports meter kit, carbon fiber splitter, and Speedline, so Speedline alloy wheels. Now we got the MR FQ360, which had new turbo with titanium and aluminum alloy turbo fins, Speedline Turini alloy wheels, privacy glass, lowered Eibach coil springs, 10 millimeters, 0.39 inch, so 10 millimeters, 0.39 inch at the front, 5 millimeters, 0.20 inches or 0.2 inches approximately at the rear. And an Evo 9 MR interior. Four models were available in the US. All models use the same 286 horsepower engine, same horsepower as you would get in an E36 M3 from 1997. So a 286 horsepower engine. So for the standard, it has a revised 5-speed manual and a standard. So for the standard model, it only has a revised 5-speed gearbox. For the RS Rally Sport, it had a revised 5-speed manual, aluminum roof, gauge package, minimal interior, and it has no stereo system. It's all to save weight. So that's for the RS. Now we got the SE special edition version. It has an aluminum roof or aluminium. It also has the same for the hood or bonnet and front fenders. It has a split 7-spoke forged aluminum BBS wheels in a diamond black finish. HID headlights with integrated fog lights and red stitched Recaro seats. Then for the, now we got the, alright, I'll be back. So I'm on the MR edition now, so I'll be back.